Spencer, heartbreak for Westbury, but delight for us. Teddy Collis with the match winner. Great sub in the end.
Yeah, I just want to say what a magnificent showing from Westbury, their cup run, the way they've looked after us, their supporters. I think it should really all be about them. Bizarrely, I thought we deserved to win the game because we went down to 10 men and were vastly improved with 10 men. I don't want to underestimate the conditions, the pitch. It's difficult to see, but there's very big ruts on it, which is why on one side of the pitch all players were struggling with it, the wind, and you know, it was a nothing game. I don't think either keepers made a decent save in the game. It was just a fist fight. We deliberately made it that in the first half. We wanted to be long, we wanted to be horrible, we wanted to take away their energy, and I thought we did well because Jack's had two almost back pass shots, nothing really, and we've had a lot of throws into the box and hadn't really done enough. I've now seen the red card. Like it's out, he hasn't touched him, so I presume that will go to appeal. Whether they'll turn around and say because he's pretended he was going to headbutt him, I don't know. But it's daft. It's really daft from my captain. But invigorated us, to be fair. We were brave. We kept it 4-3-2. We wanted to keep attacking them. We weren't going to sit there and wait for it to go out. And as I said, I think once we went down to 10 men for 40 minutes, we were a better side. We had 7 or 8 half chances, and Jack, I don't think he's hardly had anything to do. So heartbreak for them at the end. Obviously brilliant for our fans at the end. Were we very good? No. Do I really care? No. It's about getting into the next round. And you know, the subs, I thought all of them were good. I thought Teddy came on, and I thought Ryan came on was bright as well. And you know, to get through with 10 men playing so long against the side, he had a great season. As I said, just magnificent thank you to everyone involved at Westbury. I know it's tough on them. I suppose they did it to Oxford in the last round in stoppage time, but you know, we've got to get better. There's no question about that. We've got to get better, and we made life very difficult for ourselves. We dropped our levels, and only really started playing football when we went down to 10 men. So just delighted to still be in the FA Cup.
And the winning goal came from a set piece from Kai. How nice was that to see?
Yeah, because in the first half we probably had 20 set pieces, and you know, they're big and strong, and you know, they've already knocked out 2 very good sides. So we just didn't do enough. I wasn't pleased at all at half time. I felt we'd dropped our levels. I thought we'd gone too long, weren't winning enough individual battles, but nor were they. I mean, they'd had a couple of half chances, but you know, there was nothing going on in the game. Neither keeper had. It was a horrible game. I said I think everybody was watching the Saturday morning cooking show on ITV. So, you know, the viewing figures wouldn't have been great, but what our fans have had there in that last minute is a magnificent moment on the TV, and from that perspective, that's wonderful for us as a club with 10 men, you know, against a side who's done really, really well. So delighted to be in the next round. We will need to be an awful lot better, no question about it. But as I said, the pitch made it. It's really deceptive, this pitch. We've done a lot of homework on it. We knew how difficult it was, and the wind. And it was a fist fight. And I said they had so much momentum, Westbury. And, you know, we will need to be a lot better in the next round. But cup football is about getting into the next round. And from that perspective, it's mission accomplished.
And John seemed to be in a bit of pain after the game with his arm. How was he?
Yeah, look, we got beaten up certainly in a lot of the game. It was a proper hard fist fight with no quality. And we only started passing the ball, as I said, when we were down to 10 men. So we had to put a shift in. You know, when you lose your captain, as I said, it looks harsh, it looks stupid. We'll see what an appeal says of it. But you've got to give our lads credit. I thought the 3 subs, you know, I thought we started to pass the ball. We were playing in the better part of the pitch on the left-hand side here, where we could trust the pitch a little bit more, and we had the wind. And as I said, they were throwing men more and more up front. But as I said, we defended it generally very, very well. And I said, ultimately, just delighted that we're still in.
And looking ahead to Monday's draw, is there anyone you want in particular?
We just want to be at home, really, don't you? So, want to be at home. As I said, this has been a fantastic occasion. Thanks again to everybody that's looked after us, and what a fantastic club they've got here. So I'm sure they'll continue to grow, and we wish them all the success for the future.
And the next game is Bath at home next Saturday. What are your thoughts on that test?
So it's a massive game. I said to some important people, I said we've got a massive 2 weeks, including today coming up. You know, Bath have had some poor results, but every game has been super competitive. They've got a really strong squad. Going to be another very difficult game. We've got to be a lot better, but FA Cup's a one-off. We are hit and miss, and we've got a lot of work to do. I've spoken for only 30 seconds in the dressing room, congratulated them, but I just said, look, we've got a lot of work to do, and we'll see you on Monday, and dissect it more there. But you know, we need everyone to get down. Look forward to the draw Monday, but big home game against Bath. We need to start picking up points. We've been very hit and miss. We've had so much bad luck in the first 6 weeks of the season. That will turn. We need to work really, really hard and get everybody down on Saturday, be at home, and look forward to the next game.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and good luck next week.
Thanks a lot.